Check, check, check. Is that working?
Yeah, type 1 if it works, guys. That's weird how it's like getting picked up.
Yeah, it totally works. All good. We hear noise. 1, 1, 2. Well, sorry, Coates. You will be without Mike tonight, but...
It's so funny because if it didn't work, why would the number even be typed in the first place, you know?
Interesting. He's just mind gaming us.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, did you press on the faster melee?
Oh, yeah. Are you paused?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, Cody with the raid. Thank you, Cody. Hope you had a good one. Thank you, dude. Yo, Cody, is there any chance you wanna meet up tomorrow? Maybe get some games then? I think Chef might be up for it. He said maybe. Yes, 100%. Oh, let's go. I don't remember exactly. He did tell me at one point, but yeah, Cody, we can for sure, 100%. We can, you know, a few hours on mine, a few hours on yours. Alright, sounds good. Yeah, I'll, no, actually I gave you the address, I think. Yeah. I've been pretty good. I was a bit, you know, sad about the whole Genesis fiasco, not being able to go, but I'm very happy I ended up being able to go now to Summit, and then that's good, yeah. Yeah, it was nice to see everyone again. There's like a lot of people I haven't seen for a long time. Because the last event I was to in the US, besides like Ultimate Summit, like the last like big event I was to with like a lot of people, that was like, you know, with melee players too. It was like Big House. And even then, I did play Ultimate. So there's like a lot of like my melee friends I didn't really get to hang out with much.
Oh, the game's loud. Okay. Yeah, what we can do is just.
Yeah, Cody had a good performance at Summit. It was nice to see.
You want to pause? Okay. That's probably better. Yeah, chat, just let us know like if that's just better enough. Yes. Oh yeah, thanks. Okay, good.
How did I like coaching? It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. If we end up doing it again, then I'm gonna make sure to have more prepared before going. Because it was like decided with like a relatively short notice. So I had studied a few players prior to going to the US, but then I had like so many players to study during Summit. So it's like many days I spent like 3-4 hours. Maybe not 4, but like it was probably like 2.5, 3 hours on average each day. So next time I'm gonna try to have like more notes ready, partly for my own sake, because you know then I get more time to like do commentary and like other stuff too, and it also gives Cody more time to implement everything. So it's like I tried to analyze some players, which I did, but yeah, some people I did like, you know, during Summit. No, I didn't help Plop. I mean, I've sent him puff notes in the past, but like, I think for the most part he just wants to play his way. I think like you can play that style for sure. I think it's like some habits he could like very clearly like punish, even though he like plays very differently. But yeah.
Easier is kind of a silly way to put it. I have a harder time fighting this peach. Because I fight a lot of foxes, you know, and so when the peach comes out, it's like, easier, quote unquote.
So, stream, what was your guys' favorite set from Summit, all in all?
That'd have been Zane Axe, right?
I feel like it was probably the craziest set.
Axe is pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think Sheik does bad against Puff, yeah. That doesn't mean that you can't take a set of Hungerbox with Sheik, but I think if you want to have a shot at beating him like half the time or more, Sheik clearly is not the way to go, I think. Aim before someone is like, oh, but I beat my local shitty Puff with Sheik. That doesn't mean shit. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. I know it's not gonna happen, but I really think Mango should just play Fox versus Plup. I said it on commentary before this set too.
Just like overall better record.
He does have a much better record with Fox against Plup than Falco, and I think Fox does better in the matchup. I still think Falco wins like super slightly, while I think Fox wins like, you know, like he solidly wins. You wanna dance?
No, I don't want to dance.
Oh, I want to dance.
You remember when Mego went down here against, was it Lefton?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't believe he did it.
I mean, he did have invincibility, to be fair. But yeah, I mean, like, if he was staying, like, half a second too long, yeah, that could have been, like, losing the set. Also, can you reset in faster melee, or no?
To, like,
Because I don't want my light shield on one of the
oh.
buttons. I think it works. Wait. Just test.
Pause it, right. I think you have to plug in holding it, if I'm not. But I think.
Oh, outside of
I think
faster
it's when you,
melee?
like, start. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. I remember Nez explained it to me once, but. Alright,
Yeah,
ready?
yeah. Yeah, I'm holding it on.
Okay. Let me know if it works.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you pressed it right there.
Did it work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I mean, we didn't turn UCF on. So.
Advice on playing this game with the PlayStation 4 controller. Yeah, don't. That's probably... I don't know. I mean, like, if you really practice, I don't see, like, why it wouldn't work, but, like... I mean... I pretty much never even held a PS4 controller. Like, I have, but probably, like, once or twice. The only PlayStation console me and my sibling ever owned was the PS1. You double laser from ledge way too much.
Okay. Slashing, no more double lasers.
Yeah, it's more like if people are far away.
Yeah, but if you're like threatening this space, then you're just gonna...
Yeah, it's just so easy for me to just do this, and then you're dead.
Okay, I'll let you guys. I mean, I'll do something else.
Oops. Oh my god, Fox Marth. I think Marth wins slightly, but I don't think it's as bad as, like, Lefton thinks, personally. I do think it's mainly the fact that FD is just such a brutal counter pick. If it wasn't for FD, it would probably be even. Or very close to even, at least. Speaking of that, I pretty much ended Hax's career on Twitter. People, they haven't learned yet, but... It's like, isn't that pretty much a saying? If you shoot at a goat, you better not miss. I'm sorry, Hax, but you did. Sheik Marth. I think Sheik beats Marth slightly.
Oh, shit.
What did I say to Hax? You can check Twitter. You can check Twitter. Yo, Marvella, thank you for 35 months. I'm almost 3 years. Thank you so much. Why don't Foxes go Falcon instead of Sheik? I mean, none of them have actually picked up Sheik for Marth yet. It was more like they were talking about it. And PK Goats, thank you for 6 months, buddy. But I think the reason why is partly because, like, you would still have to deal with FD. Even though I think Falcon does better against Marth than Fox. Yeah, you would still have to deal with FD. And Falco would probably be higher, you know. It would take more to like maintain the skill. Obviously it's still possible, but probably will be trickier. And you would go in arguably losing matchup. And also, I know Cody said that the different jump squats with Fox and Falco, like he doesn't want to like risk like being less consistent with Fox. Yeah, Sheik is the same jump squat as Fox, but Falco's is like 2 frames slower. I think Cody said though, like on Twitter, that he's not, you know, gonna look to pick up a different character for like in the near future. Like he would rather just like try to keep leveling up, get up to like Saints level, and then like, you know, possibly do it. Am I planning to go to the crossover summit in December? I would like to go as a commentator, but I mean, that's not really, you know, my call to make. But they did ask me a few times if I wanted to be on commentary, and I was like, you know, I'll, you know, take the chance and show that I want to do it, you know. Because originally, I was like, I don't want to, like, try to take away time from the people that actually got hired for a commentary. Oh, fuck. But when I was asked about it, I was like, yeah, sure. Like, especially when I knew that, oh, it's like, let's say 8 sets before Cody play. I was like, yeah, I can, you know, commentate like 2-3 sets here. And then when Cody was out, then, you know, it's nothing more, you know, I could do. Peach loses tomorrow for sure. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was Lovage that was asking me if I wanted to do commentary, like Loser Final and Grand Finals, because they needed a 4th one, and I was like, yeah, sure, like, why not? I do not think Mango should go Falco versus H-Box. I hope he never does again.
Wait, really?
Not Falco against Hungerbox. I think Fox does like significantly better. And I think if you are gonna play Falco against Puff, then you really need to play the matchup discipline, because like many times with Fox, if you do get rested, which sucks, but you can often get like the stock trade. Like it's easier to get Puff up to a percentage where the stock trade happens. For Falco, it doesn't happen, so I feel like you gotta be even more careful. And I think the Dreamland pick for Puff is like so fucking busted. It's good against Fox too, obviously, but against Falco, I think it's like so good. I mean, I could see Mango go Falco and Yoshi's, but realistically, having both characters warmed up is like tougher. So at that point, he should probably just go Fox only. But if he does go Falco, it would only be for that stage.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. This is someone in chat typing it in. Yeah, I play Peach.
Yeah. To be expected.
between Falco, Marth, and Falcon, how would you rank them best to worst versus Puff? Marth, for sure. Best of the 3 against Puff. Then I would say probably Falcon. But it's debatable between Falcon and Falco. But, yeah, I imagine that Falcon was better.
Konga SSBN is not who I am. I don't even know what that means.
The 4 first letters, and that word means king in Swedish.
Let's go. My new tag.
Yeah.
Hey. Dude. How do you say it?
Bill.
God dang it. Dude.
Why did I start maining Peach back in the day? Originally, when I picked up Peach was like in 2003 or 4. So that was before I even knew about Melee tournaments, because the Melee scene had not started in Sweden yet. It had in like the US and like the Netherlands and Japan and stuff. But the Swedish scene did not exist at the time, and I didn't even know about the competitive scene period. And it was like a Nintendo tournament. Basically like Swedish Championship in Nintendo. Those events were actually like legit. They were really, really fun. And like the community was like, you know, it became like a community based on that too. And I saw a guy there play Peach, and I had no idea what crouch cancel was at the time. So I saw every down smash give like 60, 70 damage, because the other guy obviously crouched. But it was not even something I took into consideration at the time. But I was like, oh, this move gives 60% every time. Like, yeah, that looks busted. So that's why I picked up Peach. It was love at first sight. And then...
The legend says he drew a ball.
Yeah, it's one person says that. Then afterwards, like, I started like maining Marth and stuff, and then I picked Peach back up again because I felt like my Peach was like comparable, if not even better than my Marth, despite not maining Peach any longer. Like, I still use Peach in teams, because even when I was a Marth main, like before that, I played Peach in teams with my older brother, and he was a Marth main. And we figured, like, right off the bat that double Marth was an awful team, relatively speaking. So we were like, I mean, even if I main Marth, like, my Peach is still, like, you know, good, and we felt like Marth Peach was a better, you know, team. So I still played Peach in teams during, like, the 1.5 to 2 years I main Marth. So, but then it was like, yeah, one tournament, and the way my brackets ended up being, it just made more sense for me to play Peach against some of these opponents. And that's when I realized that my Peach was, like, honestly the right pick for me. And the more I played, the more I realized that every other Peach was... like, the meta for Peach at the time was incredibly underdeveloped. Like, this was back when, like, people didn't even use Peach's dash attack. Like, a lot of American Peaches were basically like, yeah, this move sucks, that's why we don't use it. No one knew how to edgeguard with Peach. No one knew how to combo with Peach. Like, the character was basically float, fair, and down smash. Like, the way people played Peach at the time was basically more one-dimensional than, you know, Peach plays against Ices. But for every matchup, I was like, yeah, there's no fucking way this is, like, how the character is, like, quote-unquote meant to be played. So, then when I saw, like, some of the American Peaches, like, legit perform very well in the US, I felt like that's when I started to truly feel that I could be the best Peach and, like, eventually be the best in the world. Hmm?
I don't know who that guy is or what the joke is, but okay.
That grab.
That was a pretty good grab, man. No. That tech is named after this thing.
Like,
shiny.
Yeah, shiny people. But it's mainly like against Fox, because when Fox does his like fire, for a pretty large portion of like the upbeat charge, he has a hitbox. Like he has hitbox out, but the last 10 frames before he starts moving, he has no like hitbox protecting him. So back in the day when people didn't really know about that, what a lot of people did was that they jumped in Shine and tried to like get lucky, hoping it's gonna land, and then I made it popular to like Shine Spike during those 10 frames where it's like no hitbox at all. So it's kind of like Falco's upbeat when you charge. It's like no hitbox period. Yeah. It was crazy to me how it wasn't popular beforehand, because I basically used the same knowledge to like fair people or nair people with Peach, like I guess Fox's upbeat. And I even told Foxes to do it, but people are like, no, it's too hard. I'm like, what the fuck, you guys? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you guys on? You did hack super dirty. Honestly, I told Stack in the car, I actually should have added one more thing, but I was like really tired because I had just woken up and we were like out drinking last night, and I got like 5 hours of sleep. So what I should have added as well to the whole like 7th place thing was that in those early parts of the brackets, the matchup might be even, but you know.
Oh, like at that rank?
Yeah, at that level. Because I wouldn't really know, right? I never get 7.
That's crazy, man. I'm glad you didn't like that.
It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny. I love hacks, but you know, you're just talking shit, dude. Cool fun.
Messing around. Screwing around. In between stops.
So Falco's upbeat doesn't have hitbox?
Yeah, not that. Well, it charges. Like when you like take off, then yeah, like, it's a hitbox. But like during this animation, yeah, it's no.
So like, see how I didn't hit him until like comes down near me? Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
He can just,
Yeah, but if I do it,
oh yeah, if he does it, he burns me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
no. The Ang?
No! Alright. Forgive that. Forgive my loudness there. You just crushed my soul.
I mean, I might enter teams at some point again. I did get to play teams with Shroom quite a bit at Summit. It was fun. We probably play like an hour and a half against Fiction and Drug Fox. Yeah, this is Mango. He's just being a bit quiet today.
I'm not Mango. There we go. First time I ever went to Summit, I had long hair and a beard, and afterward I had a long hair and a beard for like 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Long before I even knew what Mango looked like. But yep, I got used to it.
You're just destined to be Mango, dude.
Mango's a cool guy. I like him. I just don't like being called him. And I'm sure he's like, that's not me. Don't call me that guy.
It's
That's probably what he's thinking.
sometimes when an ultimate player from Gothenburg comes over to my place, he also have like a little bit like Mango-esque look, if you want to call it that. Like, they actually don't really look similar, but you know, as soon as there's like some type of similarity, people like often say that. It's like, oh, if two people have like glasses, oh, they're looking so similar.
Yeah, it happens when you have a beard.
Yeah.
Too, like,
Yeah, that's the
beard.
one with like, yeah, with you and this ultimate player, and people always like, oh, Mango, Mango's playing ultimate.
Yeah. But
yeah, prescriber is true. Hex, he tried to go at the Milligos, but yeah, hopefully lesson learned, you know? He can do that against most people, you know? And it's Hack's money, but not even Hack's money has the highest rank.
I forgot. You can just like delayed up air so you can get as much of the hits done as possible.
Yep.
I only get that when I play against you. No other class does that. Well, I'm sure they're good folks do.
Yeah, they do. A lot of people, even good players, can do it better, though. Lowest I ever placed. Like, Hacks should know by now. But, you know. Lowest placement since I became, like, quote-unquote, professional Melee player. Like, so, let's say since Genesis 1. That was my first event in the US. Since then, my lowest placement was 5th, which I got twice. And one of the times I got 5th, I lost to like Leffen and Mango. That got 1st and 2nd. Because Mango got upset by West Bulls that tournament in winners. So I had to play him like quote unquote early in losers. And then I got 5th at Paragon, Orlando, which was early 2015. And that tournament, since Apex was like 2 weeks later, when I played Hungrybox, I played Peach. That was the last time I played Peach against him. And I played 2 games with Peach because I wanted to see if that was going to be like, if I was going to go back to that matchup or not. And I'd actually practiced it a lot leading up to that event. Yo, FCC Pure, thank you for the 12 months with Twitch Prime. So yeah, I was down 2-0 against Hungrybox with Peach, and then I went Fox, and I almost made a reverse 3-0. First time, like, playing his puff with Fox. And I was like, oh, this is what I should have done all these years. No youngling. Dude, it's like, that's beyond the grasping, like, oh, at a foundry when people, like, get fucking hammered and play. That's like, you're more than grasping. Yeah, events where, like, people, like, yeah, get hammered and don't even play their main characters. Yeah, it was, yeah, it's true. Like, I mean, it's not necessarily would have happened, Gibbles, but yeah, it's true. Since I did play Hungrybox Game 1 on Dreamland with Peach, he actually couldn't pick Dreamland Game 4 and 5, which he did. But I mean, it's on me as well, so like, you know, that I forgot about it. I mean, the same thing happened to Hungrybox against Plop at Genesis, where Plop did the same thing with Stadium. And it's like, people are not doing it to like, you know, try to like grind you. It's like, I legit forgot as well. Like, if I remembered, I would have, you know, obviously not agreed to Dreamland.
You definitely do like punishing aerials, but I just that I could like overshoot, but you just like dash and get out of my range.
Yeah. Yeah, those are times you want the laser instead. Marvella, you probably should ban.
Yeah, I can like yeah. How would you like coach someone asking how do I get out of the chain grab on?
Well, I mean, if the Fox performs it perfectly, you can't get out. But normally, what you want to do is like DI slightly behind. So like, if I up throw, yeah, like yeah, you want to DI kind of like that, because sometimes it can be like exactly like it can be hard to tell exactly where Falco is gonna be, and sometimes it's like, oh, you gotta like dash forward and then back in. Sometimes you can like. It's just like, basically you have to act differently each time, but if Sack DI is like, let's say fully behind now, it's like, okay, now he didn't DI fully behind, but if it does DI fully behind, then it's like always like the same like dash distance, like he always ends up like one dash away. So you want to do like slide DIs to make it harder. Like the Fox train grab against players that actually use a slide DIs. Well, it's actually way harder than it looks. But against players that only like DI nothing or full DIs, it's beyond easy.
On that during that game, I was slide DI, but you're still good.
Yeah, I mean like it's still like on me to like land it, and it should be landed most of the time. I mean, last time I played Peach against Leffen, going into the set, you know, playing Peach was also Paragon Orlando. So, yeah, same thing as, like, Peach against Hungrybox. It was like, yeah, final straw. It's kind of like I picked up, like, I played Fox against Leffen because the Peach, like, to be honest, I was very sick that tournament, and I was really not feeling good. And then when I got to, like, destroy game 1, I was like, I'll just play Fox instead. Maybe it will go better. And I was like, oh. I also get Falco lands so early on the top platform from up throw if you don't DI. Yeah, it's like at 20 or something. Like if you, yeah, I think it's like 21 for sure. It might be even earlier. We can test like here, but I don't think it's, yeah. It's like around, yeah, if you don't DI at all, see?
I see.
It's very common that people miss tech. It's like if you get grabbed like above 20 and you're underneath the top platform, always be ready to tech right away. What I think of the crossover summit idea? I think it's a really sick idea actually. I'm not sure exactly how it will be like implemented, because they didn't like announce like details. But I have full faith that the Summit staff is gonna do a good job, as always. But I think it's a cool idea. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go as a commentator, so you guys should let Summit know that you want me there, if you do want me there.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Thanks, man.
You on the team, and arguably nobody. Yeah, maybe plus. It'd be like better fits, you know. Because you guys know both.
Yeah.
You left in both. Can you think of anybody else?
I mean, Wizzy and Newt King also play annotation, yeah. There it is. It's like, Fox doesn't land on the top platform from that up throw nearly as early as Falco. Yeah.
Around what percentage of Fox land?
I don't remember exactly, but probably like 45, 50? 50, yeah. Like, I don't know how they're gonna do it with the crossover summit, but honestly, I imagine that the crossover stuff is gonna be more the side events rather than like melee players playing a lot of ultimate and vice versa. So stuff like, let's say, ping pong or whatever side events they have would be crossover. Mafia would be crossover.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait. Oh you wanted to test that?
I just wanted to see that.
See, it's like, yeah, okay, it's even higher. Might be 80. Oops. Yeah, I'll just let you.
70-ish, okay.
Yeah, it's a massive difference. I didn't think it was gonna be that high. I think they're gonna go less players for each game, is my guess. Not 8, but I could see like, I don't know, something like 12 each maybe, and maybe they have like 2 6-man pools or something, and 4 people advance. Yeah, I mean, coaches, they are probably gonna be way more restricted about.
Yeah.
No, they're not gonna have less VIPs, I think, because that's like, you know, yeah, they make money of those. And Summit is a very expensive event to run, so they need like stuff in the compendium. The coaches don't cost them money besides like food and drinks, so that's like, you know, such a minor cost because coaches need to like fix their own like flights and hotel. So, money-wise, it's not expensive to have coaches, but it's more like, it would be like, yeah, a lot of space. I mean, I don't think it's impossible. If they're more restrictive than coaches, you pretty much end up with the same amount of like people. It's just like the hardest thing would be like, how the fuck do you stream all the tournament matches unless you have a format where it's like way less matches per person?
Do Ultimate players have coaches? Because I know Korean was there for like...
Yeah, they had coaches at last summit.
They did?
Yeah.
You didn't have a coach?
Nah, I didn't bring one. I think I heard about it like very late. Well, I'm not even sure if I would have brought anyone regardless.
What? Just like black.
Yeah. Yeah, last Ultimate Summit they had like so few directly invited players, but I mean it kind of makes sense. The game is still like relatively new, and like it's so many more players. Like upsets happens in Melee, but it's more common in Ultimate. The game is new. The game is obviously not as optimized, and it's like so many matchups and stuff as well. It's just like more natural for more upsets. I mean, honestly, like, the future for that will be this. If you go up and chill on the platform, of course, it's gonna start flowing.
So, like, up air?
No. You can shield like that. I can waveland push you off and get up smash or up air or anything.
Before I fall down,
yeah.
Up smash
it's hard, since it's coming from my waveland too, but, see?
Yeah. That's cool. And then I could do, like... God's wind?
Yeah.
It's like that.
And if you do it again...
What do you mean do it? What can you do on the ship? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And, yeah. Start shit. I'm gonna show this to stream quickly. It's funny. Yo, Lynn Hilde. Thank you for the gifted sub to I Love Army. Woo. Let's go. Shield on the platform. Like, no, the other one. The other side. So yeah, you just roll to the edge of the platform. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Yeah, if you don't get perfect DI in there, you actually just, like, die down. Like, if you DI out on it, used. Of course, Randall. That's funny, though. That's funny.
That's
but
cool.
yeah. Because often, like, you will hold out there, and yeah, you'll die.
Did you see that?
So, right now.
I can show it again.
So, if you're shielding on a platform, and you're on the like, edge of it, you can run...
Yeah, you can run to, like, push people off.
Yeah.
So, with Mar, for example, yeah, you can set up for, like, a spike. And if he holds out, he like, literally dies.
Oh, because you can't meteor cancel that.
Yeah, you can't meter cancel that.
And then
the thing is with Falco, you see people use that quite a bit because his platform, like his combo game is so platform orientated while being on the platform. But yeah, you can run to push people off. What a lot of people do in tech chase scenarios is like they jump with aerials and people get their shield up in time. So then instead you can like, if you go to the edge of the platform, yeah. That one. You can also like waveland up, fuck. That's hard to do quickly, but it's gonna be part of the future for sure. You see Falcos do it with like running shines.
Yeah.
But yeah, Falco is like the character that's
like, just like West Balls, right?
Yeah, mainly it's West Balls, but the Falcos overall do it. Like Gender does it quite a lot. I think Mango does it quite a lot. Wait, if I read what? Yeah, the thing though, yeah, with West Balls it does is like, yeah, he's already on the platform. So that's what you see people do, but you never really see people do a waveland. Yeah, like if I up throw with Fox, for example, or if I like nair and like sack lands on the platform, a lot of people do like these aerials, and sometimes their opponent shields in time.
Yeah.
And then you can just like, yeah, waveland and like do it instead.
But you're saying like,
yeah. That part I actually have not seen a single player do from what I can remember.
do what?
The waveland push off.
We're fighting again, right? I was like, if I did it, then push off.
Oh, yeah. No, my stream is puff and wobbling free. It's like the way Melee is supposed to be. No wobbling, no puff. This is a stream for the people. I've never done a wobbling in my life.
Interesting.
You did it for me? Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Yeah, not even for 5 subs. Not even for 5 subs. Yeah, it's not worth it. If you talk way more subs, might have a change of heart. You know, like some
500?
Of course I would do it for 500 subs.
Ooh!
500 subs is like a shit ton of money.
I know we got some ballers out there who want to see that.
The first ever. Like, I have actually never tested wobbling.
And you know how to wobble in theory?
Yeah. I just have never tested it.
Well, not much to test. It works, and that's all you need to know. Like this. Did you ever see that picture of someone's on Squid and some other like ranked player from SoCal that they found a way to get out of wobbling, and their faces are just like EGS bug. They're just like sitting there eating cereal like that.
Getting out of
And
wobbling?
then the person's just like, just kidding, and they're like this. Getting out of wobble, Bob.
Yeah, Army Woo, the account on Twitter is actually pretty funny. No, that was supposed to be a wall jump.
Well,
Yeah.
can be done
I mean,
chunks, you know?
you don't get like the full cut, but still, it's like a big amount. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It can be done in chunks. Split it up among the people.
Do you stream anything, Zach?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stream. I've been streaming Grand Blue
Let's go.
recently.
He was doing a lot of MK.
MK, Tekken, Grand Blue, fighting game. But the journey to Melee starts now.
Let's go.
The greatest Ganon.
Fuck Ganon.
He played for an hour and he's like, okay, maybe Falcon. Oh my god. Zach, if you want to get any games in, let me know. If Armada's cool with it.
Yeah, if it wants to, I'm up for it.
Sure doesn't matter.
I'll get 4 stars every time.
I mean, I'm getting 4 stuff. You just gotta...
I mean, I can say, like, he's almost, like, never ever played Melee, so it's like, you wouldn't really get to play.
You're getting fashionably 4 stars.
Well, you could play him with, like, your, you know, Donkey Kong or something.
I literally have like 2 days of Melee under my belt.
Well, do you have a character you think is, like, your worst?
I mean, Bowser, but if you have played Melee for 2 days, doesn't, like, my Bowser is still gonna be, like...
Interesting. I'm curious to see this.
I can use, like, up the out of shield the entire
Sub-goal?
match.
Sub-goal? 500 subs?
500 subs.
Throwing the wobble for free?
I did hear people talk about bubble theory.
What is that? I heard... Is that a summit thing?
It's like something Hungerbox and Danny came up with, I think. It's like
Danny?
yeah. It might have been H-Boxing Crunch.
Just gonna stretch my hands for a bit.
Yeah.
See, if you play good, you can take 1 stock of Armada.
I don't even know if it's playing, like, well. It's
If I
just...
play good, I'll get 50%.
Yeah, but, I mean... You can ask questions and get a good answer. So what is bubble theory?
It was something along the lines of, like, I don't know, predicting where, like, players end up or something. I don't remember exactly. I did hear someone mention, but I don't remember.
This sounds really weird. Yeah. Where the real test starts. Slaps me back.
Yo, Frost SSBU, thank you for the 2 months with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Let's go, Twitch Primes. Tried to get the power shield. Yeah, dude, the mango comments keeps coming up.
Maybe if I go put like a hat on.
Hmm?
So maybe if I go put like a hat on.
It's not gonna help. You gotta shave the beard.
I'm not shaving my beard. I've had this beard for like, you know how long I've been growing a beard? A long time.
Like 9 months.
Not this beard, but a beard in general. Mango knows what's up. Beards are sick. He walked up to me at Summit and said, "I like the beard." Because I didn't have the beard last time I saw him. Sorry, were you gonna say something?
I might have to reset the controller again
Oh.
because for some reason, like shield drop to the left is like very inconsistent. So might have to like close down the.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll angle the stick down a little bit.
Okay.
Uh,
How come?
Like sometimes, like depending on you hold the controller, I actually can change like the value very slightly. Like I'm dead serious.
Oh, you were holding the controller like while we started it up last, or you were?
I mean, I probably held it like this, you know, like straight like that. But if I hold it like that, that actually can change. That's what it feels like, at least. I've literally had controllers where just holding the controller slightly differently. Sometimes, yeah, make shield dropping easier or harder. This is UCF though, so it's weird.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. Test it.
Oh, did you press on? Yeah, you pressed on the screen, right? Yeah, now shield dropping works way better.
It does? What? So what did you do?
I literally just held the controller like this instead of this. It's really stupid, but... Controller problems are all in your mind. Wait, is this is this a reference to one of those Paul brothers? That's such a stupid tweet.
Wait.
He was basically something along the lines that anxiety attacks and stuff like that, it's all in your head. Like basically like mental health, you just like decide not to have it and you won't have it. And people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like one of those, you know Logan Paul, the guy that was like going...
Who fought like on YouTube, the YouTuber who had like a professional fight?
He's a YouTuber, I don't know about that part.
Guy got really infamous for reporting that body in the woods.
Yeah, in the Japan, like the suicide, like...
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. It's like, it was him or his brother. They both seem to like be...
And one of them said this?
Yeah. It was like on Twitter today, I think.
No, it's extremely recent.
Yeah. Yeah, he was basically like, yeah, drink water and just decide not to have anxiety attacks. And people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So that's why I was wondering if controller problems, like, you know, it's all in your head. I was wondering if it was like a reference to that.
Just drink some water.
Yeah, drink some water. But you say for now, it's all in your head, dude. Just decide. Like... All I saw on Twitter today was a murderer of hacks. I mean, yeah, they got pretty wrecked. I mean, the hardest part with wobbling is honestly to have such poor taste that that's actually how you enjoy playing the game. That's the hardest thing with wobbling. It's like, you see a game as sick as Melee and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna wobble. It's like, I don't know what's wrong, but something gotta be wrong with you.
What's on Hex's Twitter?
Yeah, good DI out there.
Thanks, but okay, well, I did, so I guess you were right.
Yeah, I mean, like, in some of those scenarios, since Peach has such a shitty-ass double jump, like, when I combo from side platform and do an up air, many times Peach wants to land on the top platform, so I don't have to use my double jump. So in those scenarios, like, DI out, like, when I do this up air, I want to land here. Instead of, like, you know?
Yeah.
So many of those times, if I can't follow up in time, it only works if you DI to the platform.
I see. Okay. Cool.
Is it someone in Sweden I can train like this on stream? I mean, one of my best friends comes over every now and then, Miad. He's only played for about 2 years, but when he started coming over, he got like pretty much 4-stocked every game, and then now he takes matches every now and then. Like sometimes, like not that many. Like sometimes we have a session and he doesn't take a game, but most sessions these days he takes like a few games against the Fox. He's still not super good against Peach, so he really struggles there. But I mean, I'll give him more practice in that matchup and other matchups too. I thought I was your best friend. Yeah, that's why I said Miad is one of my best friends.
Who's that?
Miad?
No, who said that?
I'm Morvella.
Oh.
Do I explain things to him on stream? I mean, if he asks stuff. If he asks stuff, or if I'm like, alright, you gotta like change this up because of this reasoning. Prison is hella good. Especially for the amount of time he has played.
Considering moving to a better region?
I don't think it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's not that long ago he bought an apartment in Stockholm. Yeah. And then he lives with his girlfriend. So that's also, you know, like, I mean, if you are not in a relationship and you don't really have like close contact with your family, it's like much easier to like, oh, just move. But for a lot of people, it's like, yeah, not really that simple. No.
He basically said that he's just, well, you can read your stuff.
That's takeout food.
What?
Like delivery food.
Thanks. I was hungry.
You're welcome. I'm very generous.
Oh yeah, I remember this joke now. Very generous with my food.
Yeah, dude. It's on the house. All we can eat.
Wow, thanks so much. I'll have another one, please.
No.
Maybe one? No more? Alright, thanks.
One game of ices, wobbling optional. I mean, I could play a friendly of ices, but it's not going to be any wobbles. But the 5 gifter would have to happen first, out of principle. Because, you know, if I say, oh, I'm gonna play this character for 5 subs and I don't, it's like, you guys will see.
Well, it's just gonna be like, play this one now. Play this one now.
That's weird.
Yeah. It seems to be okay now. Dak, you laughing at me?
Yeah, Mercedes company.
No, Sheik loses to Puff badly. Like, I think it's like bad to the point where I can't possibly see the matchup being even. Like, a lot of matchups, you're like, you know, this matchup is pretty even. Maybe this character wins, maybe this character wins. It's hard to tell. With Sheik against Puff, all I know is that Sheik loses for sure. I mean, Spark is gonna learn. He's gonna learn.
Spark thinks it's winnable?
Yeah, he thinks Sheik wins.
Whoa.
But if it, yeah. But, I mean, he will learn. He's young.
Did you get to play Hungrybox yet?
No. Or at least not this tournament. I'm not sure if I've played in the past. I mean, yeah, you can beat Hungrybox with Sheik, but like, if you want to be the best in the world, you gotta win like, you don't want to have any matchup where you're losing like more than 50% of the time, but like, if you have one player, oh, you beat them like roughly 40% of the time, you can still be #1 in the world, right? But if you have someone that is like, oh, you win like 5% of the sets or 10, it's like, yeah, it's pretty much in the over. Yeah, but that was like before Hungrybox started to improve a lot. And it's honestly so many things in the Sheik matchup Hungrybox could do better. But I mean, he practically never loses to the character. I mean, you guys know what I think about Peach Puff. I think Hungrybox is hella wrong on that one. The topic actually came up at Summit, and yeah, let's just say that we are, you know, we think about the matchups entirely differently. I don't know, like, I think he said something along the lines if Marv, you know, gets all his pivots, like, you know, throws into pivot tippers, that Marv might beat Puff 60-40, and then saying that Peach Puff might be closer to even than 60-40. I'm like, what? So you're saying like it's a possibility, and not only a possibility, but a clear possibility that Puff does worse against Marv than Peach does against Puff? It's like, come on, no. Oh fuck. Yeah, I played Hungrybox with Peach twice in tournaments. Or 3 sets, but across 2 different tournaments. Apex 2010, where I lost 2-0 in winter semis. And I don't think, yeah, it was like, they didn't even have best of 5 in winter semis back then. It was so bad. And then 3-0 in grands. And then I was down 0-2 at Carragon Orlando 2015. That game too, I think I legit played like a 9.5 out of 10 and I still lost. And I was like, alright, fuck this bullshit. I was like, that's the final straw. It was a super close game to be fair, but I'm like, I felt like I played a lot better, both matchup wise and like, you know, closer to my peak. Yeah, the matchup is ass. Yeah, I also took some games when we played friendlies, but I won overall the most with both Peach and Fox. What time would I want to play tomorrow? Wait, I think I sent you the address, Cody. You should double check if I sent it. If not, I can send it like after this match. But probably not too early because I had a nap earlier for a few hours, so I probably won't go to bed super soon. But then I'm up for playing like all day. But probably not sooner than like 1:30 PM at earliest. 2 is probably a good time. And then yeah, I will be up for playing. All right, I'll send. Wait, where's my phone? This is so dark. Oh, there it is.
Wanna get some games in there?
You want to type it in?
Yeah, sure.
All right, we're sending the address now, Cody. Also, to all the viewers in the stream, please make sure to give us a follow in case you haven't. And if you haven't used your beautiful Twitch Primes, always appreciate it if you put it on the channel. Trying to get back to the 800 mark. Currently 36 points away. Alright, Cody. See you tomorrow, buddy. See you tomorrow.
Okay. I sent it to set the king.
Can we see some Falco Dittos? 3 primes. 3 primes or new subs, and I'll play Falco for a few games. Falco Dittos is actually one of my favorite matchups to play. I just never like never really play it, but I think it's a sick matchup. Yo, I love Army Woo. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Let's go. Thank you so much.
You also play Ices?
Yeah, it's like Ices for a game. I think that was, yeah, the deal. Yeah, those gifted are for the Ices game. So we still are not at the Falco games. Well, don't expect much from my Ices. I probably played 10 friendlies ever with Ices.
Seriously? You had to say that before you beat me with him? Come on.
Wait, actually, before we do this friendly, pick Sheik.
Pick Sheik?
Yeah. This is like a chain grab I saw chewed at using like 04 or something that people never use. I'll see if I can land it. Oh fuck, not this time. No, okay, that's 2.
This is a chain grab?
Yeah, well, it's like with a down smash as well.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. People... It's like weird. If you time it, yeah. Oops. Works for pretty long too. That counts as wobbling. How many of you in chat have actually seen this one? Because I legit, oh fuck, I legit haven't seen anyone use this in so long.
Yeah, I'll put your feet across them. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Nice.
Oh wait, so are you gonna play Sheik?
Whatever.
Alright, I can do the down throw one.
Please,
Oops. What is this character? Oops. Good shit, Nana.
No!
Delete nuke the bots.
Why?
Because I'm playing Isis. Oh yeah, I should just wait until Nana's back. Mistime it. No! I thought I was gonna grab first, no mana. Oops. That's actually so depressing that you can chain grab with Sopo. Hypothetically, imagine if that happened, Marvella. I return to melee and only trying to wobble people and rest people. That'll be like the saddest timeline ever.
You know, there'd be some sort of underlying issue if that happened. Psychiatrist maybe or counseling.
I've told this joke in the stream once in the past, but probably a lot of people that haven't heard it. So we're gonna say it again. And we're not gonna make the stream political.
That would be so cool.
Wait, what? But alright, this is the joke. If Trump played melee, which characters would he main?
Yeah.
Which characters would he main and why? Nope, that's bad. Alright, so the players Trump would main and why is Puff due to Wall of Pain and Ices because he grabbed him by the pussy. Saki's laughing off camera right now.
Not much. Oh, man.
You guys know it's true though. Like, it actually makes sense. It actually makes sense. Dude, imagine if Peach was slightly faster. Both run speed and double jump speed. No.
I don't want to imagine.
Like, if she took her heels off, it is surprising how fast she is.
Oh,
taking that into
because they're like high heels.
Yeah. Yeah, Peach's forward throw with melee standards for throws is quite strong. Dude, I wish Peach had like a more fun punish game at this stage. But it's like, if you don't do the chain grab, you literally get nothing. It's not like Fox or Marth where you can like throw in so many different moves. Peach is like, oh, if you don't chain grab, you get nothing. Alright, I love Army Woo. Take it easy, buddy. I understand that you're very exhausted from all the 200 BPM inputs, but...
I like how you said, I love Army Woo.
Woo. You gotta say the woo. It's what makes the name. best kill throw in melee besides Ness's back throw. Like Mewtwo's up throw. Like Mewtwo's up throw against floaties. It's actually quite strong. But I mean, realistically speaking, Puff's up throw. Because you die one hit after. But I know that's not what you mean. I didn't see too much of Rybeat's matches.
Pixels away.
Yeah, they call it Pixel Perfect for a reason.
Get it! Mango and I right next to each other. We don't look anything alike. Trust me.
Yeah, I think like they have the camera very, very like, you know, like. But yeah, no, you guys look nothing alike. But I mean, if you look at like the overlay on the computer now, the way we have it, and you look super quickly, it's like you can't like see enough of the face to like really make out.
Yeah. Mango also has longer hair than me, and his beard is bigger. It's also tatted up. I'm not. So. And you should just watch the melee. That should give it away. It would be really sad. I'd be really sad if Mango's Falco looked like mine, but it doesn't. Took that. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'll do like shooting with Marth and then go back to Peach. Alright, Len, take it easy. See you next time. I still don't understand how people think Falco gets destroyed in this matchup.
think Falco loses this?
Hmm?
People think Falco loses this?
If you hear a lot of Falco mains, they think like he gets destroyed. But it's like mainly like, you know, a lot of like the Reddit warriors and stuff. It's like, oh, he gets destroyed. It's like, no, not even close.
Yeah, I mean, Mango is the only spacey to take a set off Zane this weekend. Right?
Yep. Only take a game.
No,
actually Cody took games twice.
Yeah,
Yes, Leffen, Fiction. Yeah, Leffen and Fiction. Taking the games.
And did Mango beat him? No, not this tournament, but he has beaten him on FD recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like at the birthday bash he beat him on FD. Oh, I did the Armada Mars combo to somebody at Summit.
Oh, they're back air,
back air, down air. It
Yeah.
felt so good. I was like, dang, Armada? I like how you have an iconic Mars combo. Even though you're not a Mars main.
Oh, I don't think this matchup is even. I mean, I could see either character win slightly, which means that I think it could be even too.
I have to do that for my Rainbow Dead where you like fast fall sweet spots to the ledge.
Oh yeah.
Is there like something better I could be doing with DI that?
Not really.
Dang it!
I mean, for the most part, I think you should try to stay standard stage.
Rather than escape premium going on something.
Yeah. No. I tried to do a weak one again. No!
I should just sit off camera. Because I'm tarnishing the name of Mango. More handsome Mango? Mango's a good looking dude. Yeah, do you think he would ever just be a Marth main?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Okay.
I just don't feel like he suits my style that well.
Yeah, can you talk more about that? What are some just like things you think of when you think of different player styles?
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like his neutral game is like a little bit too reserved, I guess. Like both Peach and Fox have like better approach options. And then Marth also sucks when in shield, and both my characters are good at that. And he also have no projectile, which I'm normally good at using. So it's like, probably those three things. Wait, how many frames does Marth have Smash? I'm pretty sure you can react to it regardless. But yeah, if you go for the slide off DI and they use Tipper instead, you can change your DI on reaction.
Are you talking to me?
No, someone in chat.
Yes! That was fun. I like playing your Marth.
Alright, we can do a few more.
I don't mind it. Not so much on this stage, but... Oh, shoot. I think one thing I struggle with in this matchup is Marth, I feel like, has some of the best take laser options, and I get punished a lot, but what do you think about that?
I mean, I could see that. I'm not too good at like using that myself.
Yeah.
To my advantage, but I could see it.
Yeah, because like sometimes I'll be approaching a Marth, and he'll, well, this doesn't happen really often, but I see Zane do it. He'll like short hop,
Oh,
laser,
yeah.
and then fair, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, he got like this set I'm not too sure about. I don't remember, but I know, yeah, like Birthday Bash and like I think if it was Genesis, yeah, especially Birthday Bash. Zane did it a lot, but Mango got hit by it once and then kind of like expected it.
Oh. Cody and Fiction are coming in tomorrow? Well, Cody for sure, but Fiction might.
Yeah, Cody's or Fiction seemed to be a maybe. Disappointed with the summer's results. I mean, I'm pretty happy about Cody's performance. Like, he did outplace his seed, he got a top 6 win, and on top of that, he also beat like Wizzy and Hax. I think he beat Bobby. Yeah, Bobby too. Bobby too.
Bobby Goodballs?
Yeah.
I don't know if I should just like... Well, you said to stay on stage.
I mean, at the very least, like when you have like relatively high damage already, but maybe if you get grabbed at super early percentage, like go off. Against Pikachu, I would recommend it, but I'm not sure about Marth.
Oh, getting chain grab by Pikachu on the stage?
Yeah, then you always should just go like off immediately.
Why is that?
Because that chain grab is so fucking easy, and Pikachu killed with up smash from it as well. Did I help Cody versus Hacks? I helped him against every one of his opponents. It's like, yeah, pretty much everyone besides Spark. I hadn't really like analyzed Spark. Or wait, did he play? I think he played. Yeah, I think he played Spark. But everyone else, yeah. And I also had notes for like players he didn't end up playing against.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been like working, I think, since early morning doing hotel pickup or hotel drop-offs.
Oh, I see.
And then Uber after that. So. Alright. Bad ledge dash, but at least I'm not trying to not mindlessly double laser.
What do you think of Cody's post-same match interview? I actually didn't hear it, so I don't really have any opinion. I know that it was like some Fox Marth talk, but I didn't hear it.
Apparently you can sweet spot that.
Yeah. What Saint likes to do is to do run a fair.
As it makes up to sweet spotting it?
He doesn't mix it up, he reacts.
So like, basically like, he's just gonna edge guard this side every time.
At least against Fox. I'm not sure if he's consistent against Falco, because Falco's side V is like faster. Yeah. It's actually like way harder reacting to than Fox's. Against Fox, he does it literally every time. Actually, Alright, I haven't heard the post interview, but I really doubted that Cody tried to portray himself as, you know, perfect player, perfect Fox against Marth. I would imagine that he probably said more something along the lines that he feels like you have to play like, you know, a 9 out of 10 at least, and he doesn't feel like it's realistic to like consistently do that. The reason I say that is because that's pretty much like what he said like off stream in like some of these discussions.
Whoa. Nice. saying that he was talking. Never mind. That was nice. Do you feel like I'm doing a more decent job of playing when you're
neutral?
Well, you remember how you specifically told me in float I should be more back?
Yeah.
Heavy, and then when you're grounded, that's not heavy. That's like the main thing, the only thing I'm really trying to do next year.
Yeah, no, I think it's a better job than what we played prior to Summit.
Yeah. But I'm not shine grabbing at all, which I know you said on shield. Or,
Yeah, you gotta do it sometimes.
And then you said laser shine too.
Yeah. It's like super strong.
And I'm also trying to not do stupid mindless double lasers. Anyway.
Oh, he kept saying I was playing well and couldn't beat him. If I'm playing this well and can't do it, then the matchup isn't worth it. The thing is, like, I don't understand why, like, a lot of people think that's, like, an unreasonable, you know, an unreasonable take. The whole, I feel like what a lot of people in, like, Twitch chat and Reddit misunderstand is that if you can ever win once, people try to argue that it's always worth it. But that type of mentality is kind of like why casinos are making so much money, because people justify one win with, oh, I'm gonna win long term. Let's say Cody or like the best Foxes, realistically, let's pretend this is the case. Let's pretend that they on average can win like 15% of the sets. You know, it will be outliers, but they will win. The average person on like Reddit will say that, oh, well, he won, so, you know, he can do it. But if you're competing for the best in the world, you sure as hell can't be cool with like winning 15% of the sets. But I mean, neither melee or math is like Reddit's strong suit.
Like, just say math.
Because, you know, like percentage-wise and like numbers, you know how it adds up. I wouldn't say Cody has a Marth problem. He's actually like really good at the matchup. Like, Cody used to be very bad against Marth. Like, he came to me a few years ago for like a set review because he lost to like every Marth, and then I helped him teach. Like, I taught him the matchup, and he became way better at it. I 100% disagree with you, Zach. Like, partly, like, melee is fucking, like, almost 2 decades old. It's not really too early to make claims like that. Is it 100% certainty that any matchup is, like, 100%, 100% like we know like this matchup is this number. No. Technically, like something absolutely revolutionary could change the matchup. But at this point, like it's less and less and less likely, you know, the further time goes. I mean, the way I look at it, that regardless of like how Fox mark, like what the numbers, quote unquote, actually are, I feel like if you personally believe it's not worth it, and you are in a position like Leffen, then I think you should pick a different character. Like if you truly feel that way, then you should. Lee Cunning Runs, thank you for the 100 bits, buddy. Thank you so much. Like, honestly, Lex, I think Melee is older than like 80% of Twitch chat. Like, I'm dead serious. I actually don't know what the stats are saying, but it wouldn't surprise me. Okay, not 80%, but like at least half. I feel like half the people are probably younger than 18 years. How long did it take for me to pick up another character for Puff? It didn't take long. I always felt the matchup was really bad in Europe too. Like before I played Mango and then eventually Hungerbox. I always felt the matchup was like total ass. But I mean, I was much better than like the Puff players in Europe. And then when I went to Genesis 1, it was very close, but I lost to Mango. But he was honestly trash at the matchup, and I still lost. I was like, fuck this shit, you know? And then I played against Hungerbox at Apex 2010, and right after that I was like, yep, that's it. I'm not doing this matchup again. Like, a lot of people back then as well was like, oh, but, you know, the matchup, it's not that bad, you're weak against Puff, you haven't explored it enough. Not enough data. I'm like, I don't fucking care with you guys. Cause like, I know the matchup is ass. And I think the fact that my Young Link and my Fox was doing so much better. Back when I actually did use Peach for Puff, I was the best Peach against Puff. It's just that Hungerbox didn't respect the other Peach players nearly as much as me. When we played, you saw like these 150 backers a game. And then when you saw him play like MacD and like a lot at Shine, it almost feels like he isn't even trying. which is the sad part. Triff told me that at point 5 he played H-Box, he was up 3 stocks to 1, and then Hungerbox said, oh, I forgot to back air, and then he made the 3-stock comeback. I was like, oh, that's so sad. Yo, what's up, Nun? What's up, buddy?
Your favorite melee player.
Yeah, what's going on? Dude, it's sad that I didn't get to party with you last night, man. But I hope you had a good trip back home. Top 3 hardest matchup in order for Peach. Yeah, Puff for sure, and then it's debatable between Marth and Fox. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you. Summon is a lot of fun, but it's like draining as well. No, I believe Marth beats Fox these days, mainly due to like FD being such a strong counter pick. Yeah, what's up, brother? What's up?
You just get some ready smash to that.
I think Sane is like, yeah, far from his best showing. He played a bit worse the final day.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, crossover summit should be fun. I just hope it ends up being quite a lot of players still. Like, I don't think there are gonna be like as many as 18 people per game, but I really hope like at least 12 people per game. The dream would be 16 players for, you know, like each game, but I don't know. How do I feel about Mango calling you a weenie for quitting? Well, truth to be told, I think it's a pretty weenie move to, you know, feel entitled enough that other people should act upon your wishes instead of their own. Frog Rocks. Thank you for the 6 months with Twitch Prime. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I understand that Mango and, like, a lot of people want me to play, but, like, you gotta do what you want. Like, how much to donate for me to play some games as Puff? Damn, that sounds like a very expensive one.
Why did you just wait on the platform?
No, I actually don't.
I was basically coming down from it. I'll show you. And you might see yeah, I was just coming down right here, and you just did this.
No, I was crouching underneath.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember actually.
Yeah, that's right.
What the hell? Ludwig with a raid, 1,646 viewers. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ludwig. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome to all the viewers for some melee. Melee. Yeah, that's a fatty raid. Yeah, I hope all of you guys enjoyed Summit. If you ended up watching it. Dude, they keep doing the mango thing. I've seen it so much today. Sad it's over. Yeah, it's always sad when Summit ends. But it's also like, it's so many days that when it do end, like if you were there in person, it feels like it's, you know, about time to wrap it up.
Hate this kid.
Oh, the last Mafia game was bad. This time around, since I actually like played at the Melee Summit again, I wanted to be like more laid back and, you know, over time try to get like more reads and hope to not like bring too much attention to myself. I did realize that playing that way might have made people more suspicious of me, since that's kind of different from how I normally play as Town. But I felt confident enough that if people were gonna accuse me that, you know, my defense was gonna be, you know, solid and believable. But yeah, it's like, yeah, it was like a lot of the competitors that didn't play. Oops. Oh yeah, wasn't that like a thing with yeah, the cop roll, not knowing that you can like reveal? It's actually a surprisingly common mistake people do when they haven't played Mafia like before. That they think that they can, you know, go out and say they are the cop. It's not really any logical reason to like believe that in the first place. But a lot of people, you know, have ended up doing that. It was actually so funny and sad, a Mafia game, when we played it like at an event in Sweden. The cop, he misunderstood like if pointing up or pointing down, if it meant Mafia or Town. So he basically called out a lot of Town people as Mafia. Like, oh, this person and this person is Mafia. And I died right before this happened. And when he didn't die, the Town was so stupid that they didn't realize that, what the fuck, if he was right, if he is cop and is right, how does he keep living night after night? So the Mafia is letting like, alright, this person is Mafia, and people who's voted, and I was like, oh my god, how are they not realizing that something is like off? Like, it doesn't add up. Either he's not cop, or he must have misunderstood like what means Mafia and what means Town. Like that shit? Oh, decidedly. Wait, why would Ludwig and Ness be beefing?
You got a... Oh wait, is that a third one, or did you catch the same one?
No, this is the second one.
Just kidding.
That was sick. Oh wait, shouldn't we turn on the light, by the way?
This one? I thought you didn't want it on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it probably will be a bit cold. I mean, camera is actually fine enough. Yeah. Ooh, the UCF. No, I wanted to start that off.
Why? What was it?
No, like I meant after Power Shield, I wanted to like convert it into a 0 to death right away. Would have been funny.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Town played the last round bad, from what it seems like. We did get Zane out early, but yeah, that was the only Mafia that died. I did say that I suspected webs, but yeah, never got any like traction. I did mention Ryobi too, but before, like I never before I died managed to like, you know, say that I wasn't suspicious any longer. And the reason for that was because when I basically said I was suspicious of Ryobi just to like, you know, see a reaction. And afterwards, he wanted to talk, right? But it was some other person that, like, you know, got to talk first. What a lot of people, if they were Mafia in this situation, would kind of, like, you know, try to, like, how do you say, like, let other people talk and not, you know, say anything themselves. Kind of hoping that, you know, that people forget about it. But he was, like, very willing to, like, you know, talk. And to me, it felt more like, alright, if he's Mafia and he has like this clear of an opportunity to like hide from it, like it felt like it was more likely that he was gonna do that. But even like 2-3 minutes after, he was still like, I want to talk. So yeah, the only person I was having a read on was Webs, but yeah, he never ended up dying.
How about the chain guard one? Mark, you said Mark said a little high percent. He could just get off of that Peach.
Now Peach, like when you have like pretty high percents already, you should for sure you stay center stage because the Nair basically don't even take you off the level. But I mean, if you get grabbed at like 20 or 30 or something close to the edge, I would actually say go off the level.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Yeah, like if it's low damage and you're pretty close to the edge, I would just
go off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start one like that. Whatever. Yeah. And yeah, also since we have so many viewers right now, thanks again, Ludwig. Please make sure to give the stream a follow, everyone, if you haven't. And if you guys haven't used your beautiful Twitch Primes, we're only 29 points away from the 800 mark. Wait, Marvella, what do you mean? Like 3 of the 4 Mafia voted? Like for the same person and they were the only ones? No, I never saw that YouTube video, Slinky. No, I didn't play any friendlies with Mango. He doesn't want to play me. He said he would be too sad if he dropped games. I mean, in 2013 when I stopped playing and we played, and he got like double stitch faced, shield broken, and the 4 stock, I can't blame the man. I can't blame the man. Nah, my Pikachu sucks. We are 3 sub points away from some Falco games, though. Mafia player cheerless sub goal. That sounds like a good idea. I just haven't played. Like, this was the first time I played Mafia at the Melee Summit since, like, Summit 3. So I don't really know how good everyone is these days.